Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ATS, and we are still in my favorite truck, K100E. Different engine now though, I'll explain that in a bit. But in this video, look at that moon, beautiful. In this video, we will be focusing on a map mod that I heard from Alex and from the other guys. Very highly recommended based on the looks of it. It's called the PaZzMod, and it changes the El Centro and Yuma area. You can see some of the grayed out ranges here. It looks like Yuma has been completely remade. This vicinity has been completely remade, and we'll go and check it out as much as we can. I'm seeing also two new places, Brawley and Indio. I'm not sure, I can't remember if that was part of the default SCS, probably part of the mod because it's grayed out here and everything. So we'll go and check it out. We'll look for a job, and then you guys let me know. You help me out in telling me which part is new, which part is part of default, okay? Because I think you guys are more of an expert in that one than I am. Alright, so I'll be looking forward to your comments. Anyway, we have a new engine. We have now the Cat C15 straight pipe from Krishboom, now part of the 2.8 sound pack from him. Because Overfloater released a compatibility update that finally allows us to make use of the new 2.8 version straight pipe C15, Cat C15 sounds, and here it is. That is actually super crisp as the engine turns over. If you remember, the previous engine we had on this truck was a Detroit diesel. Not a lot of fans on that one. Sounded very racerish. I'll take it. Oh no, wrong button. Ignore that. And let me show you anyway which engine that is for those who want to try this out. So for those who want to try this out, there is a compatibility patch in the official Overfloater forum, Overfloater thread. Just look for the Krishboom's compatibility patch, something like that, something along those lines. And make sure that you place that compatibility patch above Krishboom's 2.8. Otherwise, it will not work properly. I had an instance when I chose this engine, I think the 375 straight pipe. Let's try it, right? Let's try it. That I had no sounds whatsoever in my engine. But now with the fixed load order, let's see if that got fixed. Yeah, now it's fixed. Yeah, so if you have a problem with no sounds, that's probably because you have a wrong load order. So make sure the compatibility patch for this truck is above Krishboom's 2.8 engine sound pack, okay? So that one. Cat C15 450 straight pipe, I'll take that, thank you very much. Let's get to the pickup point. Pickup point. Man, it's been a while since I drove in ATS. Last time we drove, yeah, we had that Detroit diesel engine, and we were driving somewhere in the East Coast, I believe. Oh crap, I think I still have the double clutch. I'll have to disable that because I will not be able to survive. That's the one, H-shifter synchronized. Put that to 1. The default value is 1, so you don't need to double clutch. Because I just cannot survive double clutch. It's too hard. I remember I made a video on that, you can check it out. Just search on YouTube Clumsy double clutch, and that should be the video that will come out. In there, I explain the basics of how to double clutch, but I also explain that I'm no expert at it. And now I've completely forgotten the art of double clutching. So, no, not for me. Not for me. I think I'm happy enough with having a synchronized transmission. Something that I think this truck doesn't have in reality, but we can work with some creative setups. Alright, so in terms of map mod in load order, I think the only things that I have now, there are only two main map mods that I have enabled. One is the minor urban overhaul, and then other one is this one, the PaZzMod. Look at that, actual roundabout. Is this new? I don't get a lot of these roundabouts in ATS. I remember one or two, but not this massive like dog bone interchange like this. Interesting. Feels like ETS too. Feels like we're in Europe. I like it though. Very nice. So yeah, I've been hearing very good things about this PaZzMod, and oh my goodness. Well, we have a swift trucker in our midst. Right, let's stay away from that guy. That was a close one. What was I saying before that anyway? Anyway, let's just enjoy the PaZzMod, and maybe we can do some Q&A along the way. I'm feeling confident about doing Q&As again because Jay just dropped a huge load. That doesn't sound good. He gave like 30 questions. He posted like 30 questions on the Discord server. So we have a lot of questions to answer. Thanks a lot, Jay. Really appreciate the help. And yeah, it really helps if we have topics that we can discuss while we're doing these trucking videos. Otherwise, it would be just silent trucking. So really appreciate the help. So if anyone has any questions or any topics that you want me to focus on as we make these kinds of videos, the chill driving with talking, please let me know, okay? And I'll note them down. Just comment it in this video, or if you like, much better for me if you can post them on the Discord server questions channel. Either way, really welcome to do those things. So keep your eyes peeled. Let me know what changes you are noticing. Granted, I don't have the best memory, as you guys might know, goldfish memory, and I'm not an expert in Yuma area. So you guys let me know if... Wow! That Jake brake sound is massive. I love it. Krish Boom signature. So you guys let me know if the entire place that we are seeing right now is already part of the new one, or if you remember this from the default area. I would say everything we see is part of the new area, part of the remade Yuma. But you guys let me know, okay? I have a feeling it is new because it looks super detailed and it looks very much in line with one of like the latest SCS updates and DLCs, when normally it should be quite dated, given that it's in the California, Arizona area. Yeah, so you guys let me know, okay? Anyway, let's go and proceed with Q&A because I don't have much updates. Well, I guess the only update I have for the moment is the ATS video that SCS released. A little bit of a sneak peek for the upcoming Utah DLC. I have not been able to watch it yet, only with the first few seconds, but it looks very nice, very promising, looks very realistic. Driving through some dirt roads, having very nice sceneries on the side. Not very scenic, but very realistic, I would say. That's how I would describe it. Anyway, let's go with the Q&A. So, oh yeah, okay. Andy asks, what country would you like to move to and live in, and why? So this has actually been asked before, but I really welcome these repeat questions in a way, because I have different answers every time. Because one, I forget what I answered, and I'm very fickle-minded. And two, yeah, I tend to change my, how do you say, perspective from time to time. And this is one of the perfect examples with that, because I have a completely different answer now. Let me share with you what that is. Let me just focus on this one for a sec, so we can load up, and then we go. It's going to be a short trip, only around 200 miles, I think. But that should be more than enough to handle a few questions. That's the one. So that should give us a very nice view of the Yuma El Centro areas, all the way to Carlsbad. I like that route. 10 tons of hay. Do you like the engine to be louder, guys? Let me know so I can adjust it for the next episode, okay? I'll probably also do a silent trucking episode on this, because why not? K100E, can't get enough of it. Different engine sound this time. Also, let's not ignore the beautiful sunrise that we see up there. Beautiful sky, care of Natural Lux. Still in closed beta for ATS at the moment, I think. But yeah, we all know what it's capable of. And until now, still blows me away whenever I see it. Oh crap, wrong. And yes, you guys might hear from my voice, still not 100%, still a bit husky voice. So yeah, I still cannot handle too long sessions. By the way, just to announce, there will be no stream on Friday, no Clumsy Trucking stream on Friday, because it's a holiday here. It's the National Day in Singapore. We have a long weekend, and Monday is also a holiday, so really looking forward to that. But yeah, no stream then, but I'll try to stream on Thursday instead. Okay, so we will see. Let's check the route. That is exactly the route I wanted to take. Perfect. Can we take that one? But no, I really want to go through there. Climb onto the 8 west looks like. Turn off to 111 north, 78 west, 86. Yeah, that looks good. I think we'll take that. That makes us go through Brawley and Indio. Do we want to pass by El Centro? Nah, let's go through there. Yeah, I think that would be good enough. A good enough sneak peek for the PaZzMod. Let's increase the volume a bit. I do not like that. Detour set, road count 1, compound. Oh no. That might be a spoiler alert. There might be a detour coming up. Alright, so let me just repeat Andy's question. What country would you like to move to and live in, and why? Okay, so I can't remember my previous answer. Surprise, surprise, goldfish memory. But let me share with you my previous point of view and my current point of view. So I'm living in Singapore right now, as you guys might know. But I don't have a permanent resident visa. So I'm here on a work pass, so to speak. Right? So if I quit my work, then I lose my pass. Something to that effect. And we tried applying for a permanent residency, but currently Singapore is very strict about that. They have very tight quotas, and they're not really looking for more people at the moment, at least not more Filipinos. The criteria is very blurry, but based on feedback we've hardly seen anyone get approved in the past, I don't know, 5 years. Actually, I don't know anyone who's been approved. So yeah, it's a bit challenging. And I would have wanted to stay here permanently before. That's why we tried applying. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful sign. 16th Street, 95. Yeah, I would put my money in it. This is part of the PaZzMod already. I'm getting a bit of lag, but that's just my crappy CPU. Alright. Let's turn on the lights as well. So Singapore is an awesome country. Amazing infrastructure. But yeah, they're currently not looking for more people or immigrants or whatnot. So don't really feel like I'm welcome to stay, you know. So right now I'm seeing it more as a, oh my goodness, that sounds even better. The gargling Jake brake. Hey, what the heck? Red signal? Didn't I have my right turn signal then? Well, that's strange. Huh. Did I do something wrong there, guys? So you let me know in the comments, okay? Because I didn't think I did. I didn't think I did. Man, this highway is beautiful. And the signage is yummies. Actually, this is a very nice view. I think I can afford to take a screenshot there later. Look at that view there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think what I'll do, take a screenshot right here later. I'll worry about that later, so we can focus on the driving and the question and answer portion. Alright, crossing over to California. Yeah, I think this is still part of the new area. So yes, I don't think Singapore is very welcoming at this point. They have too many people, maybe too many foreigners already, so they're trying to lessen that because the locals have started complaining that there are too many foreigners stealing jobs and all that stuff. So to be honest, I'm not really sure how long I will be able to stay in Singapore. So eventually I'll have to move out. And initially we were looking at, I don't know, maybe Australia or New Zealand to move, because everyone we know from Singapore, well, almost everyone, has now moved to Australia or New Zealand, mostly Australia. Yeah, but I've had a change of heart in the past few weeks, months, because you know what I've been mentioning last time? 55 year, right? Yeah, okay, 55. You know what I've mentioning last episode, last ATS2 Q&A, about the group I was exposed to. They are a group of Filipino overseas workers, so like me, like Mrs. Clumsy, and they are a group who is dedicated to making the most out of their time abroad, like saving money, making the most of it and not squandering it away and stuff like that. So very productive group. And I started realizing that we keep looking outside. We went out of the Philippines to look for better opportunities. It's been a while, and the Philippines is starting to really grow, and I think soon enough it will be time to, oh, beautiful signage there, it will be time to come back actually. So the short answer is, what country would I like to move to and live in, and why? The short answer is, going back to the Philippines is the goal. Yeah, and hopefully it works. We have some plans. We're trying to get ready for it. Not yet quite ready to go back, but eventually I hope we can. The infrastructure is catching up. The opportunities, job opportunities are always there. The the entrepreneurial opportunities especially are limitless, and it's our own country. I'm a citizen there, so I'm not a Class B citizen in my home country, which feels amazing. And of course I'm biased, but the Filipinos are a very welcoming and very nice group of people. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the day when we go back, but we just have to get ready first. We have to, and until then, we make sure that we make the most of our stay in Singapore, like earning as much as we can, saving as much as we can, investing, and building assets and all that stuff, all the adulting stuff, and eventually go back to Manila. Hopefully I can keep on continuing my YouTube journey there, because it might not, the internet might not be as fast, it might not be as reliable, but I've been hearing very good things, that it is really improving now. I remember when was that? How long have I been here? Like 6 years ago, more than 6 years ago, before I left the Philippines. The internet speed we had over there was like 3 megabits, 3 Mbps, 3, okay, 3, and that's Mbps. So it was very slow, but that was 6 years ago. And now the infrastructure is catching up. Most of the people are using fiber internet. They don't have the 1 gig speeds yet, but like hundreds is now a possibility, and it's proving pretty reliable more and more. So it's actually not too shabby. So hopefully, eventually, it will become a thing. And in terms of the roads, the quality of life, everything is improving. And based on the macroeconomic factors that we've been studying in that new group that I found, the Philippines is really ripe for how do you say, progression, in a way. How it's go. State Route 78. Man, I love this place. Very nice. Very well. I guess it looks very realistic as well. If anyone has driven through here in real life or is from here in real life, please let me know in the comments, because I have a strong feeling that it looks like the real thing. I think that's also what I read from the Discord. Traffic fines doubled in construction. So lots of ads, lots of signs, lots of different assets added in. Is that a train? Yes, it is. Nice. Brawley, here we are. Old Highway 111. And yeah, pretty smooth. No performance impact at all. I think what I remember from what Alex said about this map, it's like SCS quality, and that's saying a lot. Oh my goodness. Now that's not saying a lot. That's a detour that we've seen. So I guess turning right is not an option. Dang it. Yeah, that's where we should have been headed. Indio. So I think we'll have to skip Indio. Or can we... I think we can sneak through. Keep quiet, okay? Don't tell anyone. Because we want to be... yeah, what kind of detour is that? You can go through here anyway. No need to always be on the road. Little bit of clumsy driving gets you where you need to go. Yeah, nailed it. Yeah, so we can explore more of Indio. Anyway, so yes, I have a very different outlook now on the Philippines, and I'm happy to see my home country really progressing. Granted, there are still a lot of issues with the government, with the president, and the different controversies, but all in all, they're really doing a good job, and my country is on track to getting up there. You know, it's one of the emerging markets, and it's time to emerge. That's what all signs are pointing to. So give it a couple of years and we'll see how it works. But we are preparing in the meantime. But yes. So now I am happy enough to go back to my home country, maybe after a couple of years, after we've prepared enough. But for now, we stay in Singapore as long as we can and try to enjoy and make the most out of it. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing. Anyway, so yes, very different answer from my previous one, I'm sure. Like, the Philippines was not a part of the future that we were looking at before, Mrs. Clumsy and I. We were not looking forward to going back because we saw how other countries were developing and the Philippines was getting left behind. But now it's a very different picture. And now also the thing I mentioned yesterday in the previous episode about not being selfish and just thinking about ourselves, but thinking more on how we can contribute and how we can help others at the same time as helping ourselves. And I think the Philippines is a very nice place to do that from. A lot of people we can help, a lot of people who can help us in turn. A win-win situation. So yeah, the Philippines is it. That doesn't mean I don't want to travel elsewhere, but long term, stay where to stay and plant our roots, so to speak. Yeah, my home country is I'm happy to say that, yeah, I am looking forward to going back again. Alright, thanks for that question, Andy. Next one is, what are your interests in life? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm being a bit more of an, how do you say? I guess you could say I'm being a bit of a killjoy these days, recently. I've not spent as much time playing. I've not spent as much time getting into new games, new sims and whatnot. I've been trying to learn as much as I can about the adulting stuff, as I mentioned yesterday. So I won't go through that so much anymore. But yeah, you might have known I'm really into personal finance since last year. Oh, this is looking really good. Wow. Since last year, I've taken a very great interest in personal finance because I just, like 2018 January, thinking of New Year's resolutions, and I was like, what the heck am I doing? What the heck's happening with my money? Why do I not understand what's happening, and like, am I protecting myself? And so there came a point where I just got so frustrated that why do I not take control of this situation more? Right? I mean, it's something that will be for my future. And not doing anything about it is just irresponsible. I don't have to spend my entire time on it, but understand it more, where it's going, where it's headed, and stuff like that, and what to do with it, how to grow it. So I started that journey last year. I've been evolving, I would say. Different perspectives, different thinking. What is that? Why does that say turn right? That might be a mapping issue. Or maybe not. Maybe it's closed. Let's see. Not really. Yeah, 4-lane highway. Are we entering urban overhaul region? Maybe. I would say yes. Unless this is part of the PaZzMod. No, I think it's not. Yeah, we've already passed the PaZzMod area. I think this is urban overhaul area. That was very seamless. I like that transition. Okay, good. But yeah, that's how I got started. I got so frustrated not knowing where my own money is going and how I'm growing it and letting it work for me instead of the other way around. So I started learning. I started getting into personal finance, listening to podcasts, reading books, learning as much as I can about it. And this year, I started getting into the real estate and the more active roles in growing money and helping people. You know, that's one thing that I really like. You know, it's not just about the money. Money is just a side effect of trying to help people, trying to serve others, and in the process, you serve yourself and you get compensation for it. So you don't have to be a martyr, don't have to be a hero to help other people. You can help other people and in the process help yourself, and it's just such an amazing feeling. You know, yesterday we got a tenant. So we have a property in the Philippines, and it recently got it turned over to us, and we have an agent who was looking for a tenant, and our agent told us that we were getting a tenant, and that's good because we get money, right? Because we will be starting to get some passive income there. Nothing big, but still helps, and that's the start of things to come. But what's amazing, the amazing feeling, is when we got to know their profiles. Like, we didn't, like, how do you say, it's more real, you know, compared with putting something in the stock market, buying some index funds and the money growing. It feels good because you see your money growing, but it doesn't feel fulfilling in a way. You know, you're earning money, but you're not really helping anyone else except yourself, at least not directly. This one was a completely different experience, and it was so fulfilling because we were able to find a tenant. Some people were going to stay in our property. We will be able to help them. And this couple, they were going to get married soon, so they were looking for a place to stay, and they found our property, so they decided to rent it. And it's just an amazing feeling, you know. I was imagining myself being in their shoes when me and Mrs. Clumsy were about to get married, and if we were looking for a place then, and if you found that was such an amazing feeling to finally find a place that you like to stay in. And yeah, I would rent that. Oh, look at that beautiful plane. Where's the airport here? Nice. But yeah, that's just such an amazing feeling, being able to help other people and helping ourselves in the process. That felt like the road changed. That must have been some part of the mod, maybe our minor urban overhaul as well. Not so sure. But yeah, the road definitely changed there. But yeah, I'm starting to explore that side as well. And it's quite interesting, really. I'm enjoying it. But I'm also keeping my eyes peeled for updates in the trucking and flight sim community. So checking out new mods like this and stuff. And yeah, so you guys let me know if you have any news, okay? I would love to check the new stuff out. Goodyear pack, PaZzMod, new engine sounds, amazing Jake brake sounds and everything. So yeah, the adulting stuff is amazing, but the modding community, the flight sim community, the trucking community, I'm still there, guys, don't worry. Not leaving you behind. Just need to make sure that I protect my future as well. And actually, it's one way of making sure that I can actually focus on Clumsy trucking, Clumsy flying and whatnot more in the future, if I'm able to protect myself and who knows, maybe eventually won't need to work full time anymore. That's the dream. That's the goal. And we will see if we can get there. Right, we're almost here. Just 2 questions, but thank you for letting me blabber about my current passions. Where do we park this thing? Ah, there, okay. Okie dokes. Let's try to steer there. Man, I'm loving this engine sound. I think I will record one more after this, a silent trucking episode. I know a lot of you guys really like that. And that will give me a good excuse to rest my vocal cords as well. Not yet at 100%, but I really enjoy that I can record again with my voice. So I miss talking with you guys. Silent trucking is amazing, very relaxing, but yeah, I need my voice to be out there, to be able to share more stuff with you. Where's the line? Oh, there it is. Actually hear the plane from here. Nice. Not in the center, but I think we can make that work. Bit close here. There you go. Take that. Nice. Short and sweet. Love it. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed that little tour of the revised El Centro and Yuma areas. Let me know what you think, okay? Looking forward to your comments. What the heck is that at the back? Well, that's a plane right there. Those are 2 planes, wow. This must be part of a mod. Because that doesn't feel like default SCS to me, especially those flying things. That is pretty scary. It's like locusts or something. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget, hit a thumbs up, hit the like button, comment, share with your friends, okay? Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and clumsy trucking, everybody. Catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.